Welcome back, everyone. This is day 2 of the live launch method, and I'm Kelly Roach. I'm thrilled to be your guide in this journey in taking prospects from cold to close in less than 10 days with the most powerful method on the planet for simplifying to scale. This model is all about helping you become the one and only peerless leader in your industry and doing it with nothing more than the simple camera on your phone, the ability to connect directly with your people, and a homework sheet that's going to guide you and them every step of the way. Welcome back. You made it to day 2. I'm thrilled and honored to have you all here. As you're joining, let me know where you're joining from and what your number one takeaway from the first video was. I cannot wait to hear your feedback and get ready to bring you to the next step in this unbelievably powerful process. So before we get started tonight, as always, want to remind you guys of a couple important things. First of all, I am the leader and the founder of Team Unstoppable. I'm the founder of the Unstoppable Entrepreneur Program, which is the leading program in the world for teaching entrepreneurs how to simplify to scale online. We are the one and only leaders in accountability-led business coaching, and we are thrilled to bring one of our favorite strategies from the program here to you tonight to help you take it and put it into practice for your own business. You will see that there are members of Team Unstoppable all throughout the tribe there to serve you and support you every step of the way. So if you haven't already connected with Team Unstoppable Marketing Manager Stephanie Euler or Team Unstoppable Community Manager Cynthia, make sure that you connect with them. They're unbelievably knowledgeable, skilled, and they are ready at the wait to help you implement this process, answer all of your questions along the way, and support you in making this a wild success for your business. Thanks so much. I see all the awesome comments coming in. Welcome to everyone. I'm so glad to have you back for session number 2. And once again, myself and the team are excited and honored to be able to support you in this process. So welcome back. As always, you want to make sure you pull back out your homework. Tonight is going to be an unbelievably powerful session where I'm going to walk you through 12 different ways that you can go about generating leads organically to fill your Facebook group with ready to buy prospects that are going to go from cold to close in less than 10 days. We're going to talk about some of the automated and scalable strategies using advertising as well. But I want to start you all off with the things that you can do right here, right now, today, without spending a dime to get your first launch off the ground. So you do want to make sure you pull out your homework and have that ready because there is going to be a lot to notate tonight. Again, my team will continue to post recaps and the homework assignment will go up right after we complete the session tonight. And at some point during tonight's session, not sure when, I'm going to be announcing that my team will post in the comments below with the book bundle winner based on the homework assignments and the live participation that we saw yesterday. So again, I'm the CEO of 2 different companies. The Unstoppable Entrepreneur is our flagship program here at Kelly Roach Coaching. I'm also the co-founder of the Give Her Courage movement. So what I'm going to do for our book bundle winner is I'm going to include 2 books on business that are thought leadership books that will fundamentally shift and change the way that you think, act, and make decisions in your business. And I'm going to include a copy of Just Be You, my children's book that is meant to teach girls everywhere the power, the importance, and the opportunity that comes with being yourself, believing in yourself, and acting in total and complete authenticity. So I can't wait to announce that winner. I want to remind you guys that throughout the week, we are doing giveaways for book bundles, Amazon gift cards, and even some scholarships to the Unstoppable Entrepreneur. All you have to do to participate and be considered to win one of these prizes is be here, show up, participate in the live streams, and do your homework. And again, what I want to remind everyone that is so unique and different about what we are doing here in the live launch is that this is not about you consuming information. This is about you mapping out how you are going to build 6 or even 7 figures of growth in your business quickly using the live launch method, which means that it's incredibly important that you're taking notes in each and every session. Every session that we're going to be running throughout the course of this week and through the beginning of next are completely unique, and you don't want to miss a single one. I want to remind you guys of the schedule to make sure that you don't miss a thing, and if you do, you know when and how to catch up. So as you've all discovered already, we have the units created for you right here in this group. So if you need to go back through to re-review or you miss a session, all you have to do is head on up to the units right here in the Facebook group, and you will see September Live Launch is a name of one of the units there. You click inside, you're gonna see all the replays. The replays will be up until Tuesday at midnight this coming week. So you have between now and next Tuesday to re-review and study and plan and consume that information to get ready to map out your launch as you progress through the process, okay? I just had a question come in. Where were we supposed to post homework? So a homework thread goes up at the end of each session. So you will find that immediately after we complete a session here, a homework thread goes up, and that's where you want to put the answer to the clarity question that they're asking you, which is basically your takeaways from the session and what you're going to do about it. Okay? To re-review the schedule, to make sure that you guys are set up for success over the rest of this week and next, we will be here at 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night, as well as Thursday night. So 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night and Thursday night. On Friday, I want you guys to be with your families, as I will be as well. And so we will do it quite earlier. It will be at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific on Friday. And then it's time to go have some fun and enjoy some quality family time. We will be back here at 11 a.m. Eastern on Saturday. And we will be back here at 8 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Your training boot camp as a part of this process will wrap up on Tuesday evening, and we will be covering unbelievably powerful and unique content all the way through the process. So you do want to go ahead and make sure you have those times mapped out on your calendar and that you plan to attend. And one more time, we will be sharing the replays in this group, and they will all be added into the units. So I do want to remind you guys one more time, you can access the units to re-review or to review anything that you've missed along the way. I see we have just about 200 of you guys, and the numbers are climbing by the second. So I want to welcome you all and congratulate you. I want to thank you all for being here and for coming back for night 2. And I just want to paint a picture as we begin this evening before we dive into the new content. You know, I want to tell a story because I remember I went to a seminar one time 5-6 years ago, and I was sitting in the seminar, and the seminar instructor was saying to all of us in the audience, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to imagine just a few years from now, what would your life look like if you were making 10 times the income that you're making right now? And my immediate inclination and my instant response to that in my mind, of course, was, yeah, right, that would be nice. You know, when and how will that ever happen for me? That was my immediate thought. And then I took a breath and I took a step back and I thought for a moment and I did some math. And I realized that that very year that I was sitting in that seminar, being skeptical of what was possible for my future and wondering how I was ever going to make that possible for me, I had 10x'd my income. It was that year that I had went from $36,000 a year to $360,000 a year in income. And I had done it. That very thing that I was questioning, I had already made possible. And from there, have gone on to do it again. So what I want you guys to think about is this. I want you to release any skepticism, any doubt, any lack of belief that you have in yourselves and what's possible for you. Because what I want you to know is that when you lock in on the right framework, with the right strategy, and the right support system in place, absolutely anything is possible. And it doesn't have to take a decade. It doesn't have to take a lifetime. It can happen in a matter of days, weeks, or even months. And I shared yesterday that we're bringing someone on that's very new to the Unstoppable Entrepreneur Program. She's been with us for a month. She just did a $300,000 launch, first time out of the gate using the live launch method. And what I want you guys to know is that that is not impossible for you. But you have to engage in every session that we are giving you. You have to commit in your heart of hearts to execute with full passion, full belief, release doubt, let go of the past, and be completely focused on painting a picture and investing in taking action in making that picture of what you want your future to look like 100% not only possible, but probable. And the way that you do that is setting an intention, taking strategic and focused action, and committing to following through until completion. And that begins right now. So now is your moment to give yourself a gift of this next 35 to 45 minutes that we have together. I'm going to invite you now to take a deep breath in and release all of the worries of the day, all of the stress of the day, the busyness, the running the round, the craziness, the chaos. I know that you're all managing quite a bit, as I am as well. I'm going to allow you to take a breath and let go of that now and come here and be present with us. I'm going to invite you now to go ahead and close out the 85 other browsers that I know you have open. Because if you're anything like me, you're probably multitasking like crazy. I'm sure some of you are both on your phones and on your computers right now. I am going to invite you, if you care about 10xing your income, if you want to be that person that 3 months from now is in a completely different life situation than you are today, I'm going to invite you to give your full focus right here, right now, to investing in something that has the possibility and the probability of completely changing the trajectory of your future. So I want you guys to give me a heck yes, I'm committed down in the comments below if you are ready to dive into tonight's content, make it your own, and go out in the world and get ready for your first mind-blowing live launch that is going to change the game in your business and in your life. Give me a heck yeah, I'm committed down in the comments below, and let's get started. So what you're going to do now, guys, is you're going to head on over to the homework. You are going to flip on over to day 2. Here we go. As I told you guys yesterday, I use the homework as much as you do. I take my notes and get ready for our sessions by simply filling out the homework to make it fresh in my mind and get ready to be present here with you. And again, as we talked about last night, the thing that is so unbelievably powerful about this method is that I'm sitting here with my phone, a ring light, and my homework. And that is all you need to make this successful. And I know that you guys see that we do a lot of other things to help you be successful in the live launch. But what I want to emphasize is we did not start there. We still do completely organic launches. In fact, our last 100% organic launch was in July. And so I do not want you guys to think or feel for a single second that if you're just getting started, or you don't have a big team, or you don't currently have ads running for your business, that you can't go out there and do 6 figures using this model, or even 7. What I want you to know is that you start from where you are with what you've got, and you layer in the strategies as you go and grow. Okay, so no matter what age or stage you're at in your business right now, whether you're a 7-figure business owner that wants to add another 7-figure stream of income quickly and easily, selling the product that you've already developed or the program that you're already selling, or whether you're a brand new business owner with a handful of clients or just starting off coming to these videos with nothing more than a seed of an idea, you are in the right place, and we're about to change the game for you. We talked about so much last night in terms of what makes this strategy completely unique and second to none. And I know based on what I saw go down in this Facebook group today that you guys are ready. You guys are ready to take full advantage of everything that the live launch can offer to you and make it your own. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in and let's get you guys moving. So tonight we're talking about literally how in a matter of days, you can generate enough leads organically with the strategies I'm about to walk you through to fill your first entire live launch, to do it successfully and with grace and ease, without spending a dime on advertising. Now, we use both paid and organic strategies. And tonight I'm going to walk you through the thought process and the mindset around each one of those things, because they both have use and they both have importance, and it's important to understand the difference and the mindset behind each of them. So we're going to spend time on both. I want to first start off by giving you guys some parameters, some very important parameters that I want you to be thinking about as we're going through tonight's session. So I shared with you guys many times last night that this is no fluff, no BS. Let's get down to the brass in terms of what do you need to do to make this work. Number one, you must, absolutely must, have a minimum of 300 leads in your Facebook group that are either active participants or specifically came there for your launch to do this first launch. That is my absolute bare minimum recommendation, so that the amount of work that you invest in your launch is going to provide a coinciding return on investment. So I want you guys to write that down. 300 is your drop dead bare minimum. That is point number one to put on your homework notes. Point number two to put on your homework notes is that you can expect a 2.5 to a 5% conversion rate on an ongoing basis if you are bringing cold traffic into your launches. Now, for some people, I've had clients go all the way up to a 40% conversion rate. I will never, under any circumstances, recommend that you expect that. If that happens, wonderful, that's amazing. But what I want you to plan for is an average conversion rate that anyone that is watching this video can achieve. And I really want to emphasize that. An average conversion rate that anyone that is watching this video can achieve is a 2.5 to a 5% conversion rate. Okay? You also want to offer a flagship program that is going to be priced somewhere between $350 and $1,000 a month as a starting point. And you probably, if you're not bringing people into phone conversations, want to keep it somewhere around the $750 a month range at the high end if you don't want to merge into having voice-to-voice conversations and you want to close them directly from a sales page. So you see, what I'm doing here for you guys right now is I'm giving you the foundations on which you are going to build the house. I want you to understand what each of those pillars of success look like. And why am I starting with this tonight? Let me be very, very clear as to why I'm starting with this tonight. I am sick and tired of the marketing and coaching space not being honest and direct with the market about what it's going to take to succeed. My promise to you is transparency, complete and total transparency around what those minimums need to look like and what those parameters should be in order to use this method and have immediate and consistent success on an ongoing basis. So if there's anything that seems the least bit vague or unclear as I'm going through this, absolutely, please ask me and I will go over that with you. But I do want to make sure that you understand those pillars of the house. It should be in a Facebook group to start. It should have at least 300 active or brand new leads that came in specifically for your launch. You should expect a 2.5 to 5% conversion rate. And you want to make sure that your flagship program, ideally a year long, is going to range in price somewhere between $350 and $750 a month if you don't plan on having a conversation to close. And if you do, you can push that even up around the $1,000 a month. Okay? So now you have the 4 pillars of the house. Okay? You now have the foundation. I just painted the lines to color within so that you don't put in energy and effort and time just to end up disappointed. Okay? So now let's get into the meat and potatoes that you guys came here for tonight, which is, okay, great, Kelly, you gave me the parameters for the house. How the heck do I go find these 300 people? Okay? So let's go ahead and dig right in. I am going to cover 12 ways that we organically generate people for our live launches that you can too. And here's what I want to emphasize. Please write this down in your homework. Please write this down right now. I want to see some hearts and some thumbs up from you guys. And I want to know that you are notating what I'm sharing with you, because these are things to live by. These are the things that I live by. These are the rules that we still play by, that I still talk to my team about every single day, okay? These things that we're talking about tonight, guys, this is not about you consuming information. What I want you to do is I want you to take what I'm about to cover with you. I want you to start either tonight, or I want you to spend the time tomorrow between now and tomorrow night's session using these strategies. And I want you to go out and really challenge yourself to get the first group of people into your group. That means if you don't have a group set up right now, go set one up as soon as this is done tonight. That means if you need a banner done, go on Canva. Get a banner up, a temporary one. I don't care. Pick a name and just get started. If you have a group you haven't been engaging in, that's not engaged, that you need to do a re-engagement campaign with, go live the second that we get done tonight. Whatever it takes. This is about you taking clear, empowered, and definitive action as the CEO of your company to build a 6 or 7 figure business. And that means you take action right away. That doesn't mean you plan for it. It doesn't mean you talk about it. It means you go out, you take empowered action, and you get results, because that's what we're here to do. I have found that people that go through this live launch process have gotten up to 300 leads in their group by the time we were done doing these trainings with them. I want you guys to really listen to what I'm saying to you for a second and lean in. Like, lean in. Come in here with me. Lean in. I just said that by the time we close out on Tuesday, you can have your group up and running, and you can have your 300 leads in it so that you can nurture them and get ready to do this. Okay? So this is not about planning for something that you might do in the future. This is about getting started today, taking action, and trusting the process and following through, because you believe in yourself and you know that you have a mission, a vision, and an ability to impact people's lives. You are creating your business because you are here with a purpose. You are here to make an impact, right? So this is not about consuming information. This is about taking imperfect action. And I'm gonna ask my team, can you guys just write in all capital letters like 10 times in the comments right now? Imperfect action. Imperfect action. I want everybody to say it with me from the home. Imperfect action. Okay, we got some people leaning in. We got some people with me saying, yes, I am ready. I am committed. I see so many of people saying, I'm leaning in, I'm committed, I'm ready. That's so awesome. Okay, so let's head on over to the homework here. The first thing is Instagram stories. It's really, really important to understand where people's attention is online right now, and it's absolutely in the stories. There's a reason why the very first thing that you see when you log into social media now is the stories. So what I'm going to recommend you is, if you haven't been doing stories, you need to get started tonight or tomorrow morning. And what I want to emphasize, and I'm going to ask my team to put this in the comments as well, is that on any one of these platforms that you want to ultimately be a core driver of filling your live launch, you should plan on 16 touches. So if everybody could go ahead, you see I put this in my notes for myself right here. If everybody could go ahead and write at the top of this, it says 10 ways to generate my leads. And what I want you to put there is 16 touches per platform. Because the biggest mistake that I see people making, and why they don't have success with any of these methodologies, is that they're not doing enough on any one platform to be able to actually get a result. So what you need to lean on here, guys, and the number one thing that I focus on teaching in all of my programs, and by the way, every single Tuesday in the Unstoppable Entrepreneur, we do training with you on how to generate leads. So if this is a weakness of yours, we have a solution for you, and I'm going to talk to you about it, okay? But what I want to tell you is that Instagram stories and every other one of these platforms, which you don't need to do all of these, you can pick a few. I want to give you options to choose from. Natalie's like, I'm not an Instagram person. You don't need to be an Instagram person if you're not an Instagram person, but you need to lean in to whatever platform you're committing to. You need to give yourself the commitment of follow through, because by every sales statistic in the world, it takes at least 16 touches to drive an action, to drive a behavior. What I see is people sprinkle a little bit in a lot of places, never enough anywhere to accomplish anything, and then they scratch their head and they say, I'm doing everything, I'm doing all the work, I'm taking all the action, I'm not getting any results. No, you're not taking all the action. You're not doing all the things. You're not completing all the action that needs to be taken place. It's not about massive, just splattered spaghetti on the wall, guys. It's about having a strategy, right? It's about putting together 16 touches on whatever platform you're going to focus on and being consistent and having frequency and follow through every step of the way. So if you're going to do Instagram stories, do stories every single day for 3 weeks leading up to your launch. If you're going to do Facebook stories, do Facebook stories every single day leading up to your launch. Okay? Whatever it is that's going to be your primary focus of all the strategies that I list here, which you do not need to use all of them. You can pick and choose the ones that feel natural for you, but you need to follow through. The fortune is in the follow-up. Someone put that in the comments for me, guys, because you're gonna hear it here. You're not gonna hear it anywhere else, because this is the place where we talk about the things that actually make you money, not the fluffy stories and fairy tales that everybody wants to hear. And what I'm here to tell you is that 16 touches needs to be the minimum that you commit to. And when you do that, you're gonna make some serious money and you're gonna change your life. Okay, so number 1 is Instagram stories. Number 2 is a referral giveaway. Now, whether you have money that you want to give away, like a tactical thing, or whether you have time that you want to give away because you don't have money but you can offer services to people, doing a referral giveaway where you tap into your own circle, your own small group of leads, your own small group of clients. We literally, I think it was in an hour. Keep me honest, team. I don't know what the exact is, okay? But you guys can post it in the comments. We had an hour this week where I believe in a single hour with a Facebook post and some tagging, we generated over 100 new leads that are in this group and on this video right now. 100 in an hour. Right? And it's literally by us looking at how can we leverage the skills and expertise that we can offer to people that are already interested in what we're offering and get them to find more people for us that are also interested in generating what we are, and experiencing what we are creating for them. Okay? So the second strategy that I want you to write down is a referral giveaway. Okay, that's number 2. Stephanie's saying, yeah, 1 or 2 hours I kicked myself for not posting earlier. We were blown away. And we've done a lot of referral giveaways and we do these types of things, but we're always testing different ways to approach it and looking at what's more effective. And you guys can see the post is still in Tribe. So if you go look in Tribe when we're done, you don't need to look at theory. And that's one thing I want to emphasize about what we're doing here with the live launch, guys. You don't need to look at anything in theory. Everything that you hear me talking about, you can just go look at what we did. So the post that we got 100 referrals from is literally sitting in Tribe right now. So you guys can go see the exact language. You can go see the exact offer that we made, and you can see the responses that we got. No theory, all tangible action that is going to generate money in your pocket. Okay. Number 3 is your personal page. So many entrepreneurs come into the Unstoppable Entrepreneur Program, and if I were to look at their personal page, I would have no idea what business they were in. I would have no idea how they could help me or what their business was all about. And why is that a problem? Because when you're just getting started or when you're beginning to build and grow your brand, and as you scale it up, you need people to know what you do. And content marketing is not enough. You need to be clear and specific around how you help people, what you offer, and how people can work with you. If I can't go to your personal page right now and in 10 seconds know what it is that you do, you're not doing enough there. And we don't want you using your personal page as your business page because that is a big no-no, okay? But what we do want to do is we want to integrate business into the personal so that you're creating top of mind awareness and you're consistently bringing the people that you're connecting with on your personal page over to your business group. Okay, so I love, love, love that strategy. And in fact, we've been seeing and doing a lot of testing with that recently, and we've been blown away by the responses. And I very rarely post about business, but it's just kind of bringing in those little bits here and there, right? Very, very effective. Number 4, your Instagram feed. Right? So in your Instagram feed, as you're doing those beautiful posts and those beautiful pictures that you're putting up, make sure that in your bio, make sure that in your highlights and story covers, make sure on your feed that you are using that real estate, that precious real estate, to promote what you're doing, and inviting people in the way that you're writing your copy to engage with you in the DM, so that then you can create rapport, create conversation, and get them over to the group. Number 5, create a YouTube teaser. I don't care if you literally have one person on your YouTube account, one subscriber. If you have one subscriber, go create a teaser video. Get that one subscriber over to your group. Build a relationship with that one subscriber. Invite that one subscriber to invite 5 more people that they know that would also enjoy what you are about to teach. Guys, this is simple stuff. We make it so complicated. This is why I created the live launch method, because everything that I went through, everything that I experienced, every program that I bought, it was so freaking complicated. The tech, the chatbots, the 18-step funnels, the 85 landing pages, the Facebook ads that lead to no man's land that never convert into anything, and the list goes on and on and on. Guys, just go hit the record button on your freaking phone when we get done tonight, and let's make some money. Okay? So listen, it does not need to be millions of followers or millions of fans. It does not need to be hundreds of thousands of subscribers. You need to start from where you are with what you've got, and you need to get it the heck out there so that people can spread the word, and they will get behind you and they will help you spread the word. The problem is that everyone is so concerned that they only have one subscriber that they ignore the one subscriber that they had that could be the person that gets them the next 50. And that mindset shift of understanding the power of valuing every person that gives you the honor of engaging with you, every person that gives you the honor of their most valuable asset, which is their time, you engaging with that one person and caring and connecting on a real basis, that will change your life. That will change your life. That will change your life. So if you guys are ready to change your lives, if you're ready to massively simplify, if you're ready to stop overthinking the damn thing and get the job done, give me some emojis in the feed below and let me know, because I want to see you guys making some real money in your business once and for all. We need to wipe those barriers out of the way. We need to clear those roadblocks out of the way. And I want me and you and your market connecting, engaging, and working together. Because when they see the power of how you can help them, they are not going to be able to stay away from working with you. Okay? All right, your email list. Again, guys, here's what I see from people. Kelly, I only have an email list of 20 people. Is it really worth me sending? Yes. Guys, we have to start valuing other human beings. We have to start valuing starting from where we are with what we've got. We have to start understanding that the power of connection with one person matters. And when you begin to think that way, you will get to the point where you have 400 people on your live stream and 4,000 people registering for your launch, because you've changed your mindset around what matters and how you engage. And because of that, you're connecting with that one person that in turn connects you with 5 more, that then in turn connects you with the next 100, that turns into 1,000, that turns into 5,000. Do you see how the domino effect goes for ripples and ripples and ripples into the future, guys? It's about stopping overthinking it and starting to take imperfect action. Okay? We talked about 6 so far. I'm going to read them to you again. I know you guys like to keep up with your notes. Instagram stories, the referral giveaway, your personal page, the Instagram feed, the YouTube teaser, and your email list. You ready for 6 more? Here we go. Facebook Messenger. Facebook Messenger. The power of the DM and PM is where there is millions waiting for you. Guys, there are 7 billion people on the planet. There are more people that want and need your service than you could ever possibly serve. There are more people that want and need your service than you could ever possibly serve. When you change your mindset, you change your life. The possibility is yours for the taking. You have to get into action. Okay? This is not about you guys planning for what you're doing. It's about you going out and doing it. It's about literally spending the next day working on this until we come back together tomorrow night. Okay? You don't know how to do it, and then you'll know how to do it, right? I am like the most tech challenged person in the world. I never know how to do like anything technology wise. My team is like having to train me and like show me how to do things. You don't know how to do it until you do it. So you might as well get started doing it so you can learn how to do it. That's my biggest piece of advice that I'm going to give you right here, right now, if you want to make serious money online. Okay. Instagram messaging. Guys, the power to go hand pick the people that you want to ultimately be in your program, to go engage on their newsfeed, to go send them a private message, invite them to engage with you, bring them into your fold, and then invite them over to your group. The power of that is unbelievable. And you guys have to realize, for people like me that have been in sales and marketing since I was 21 years old, that was in Fortune 500 America, that did faxing and did outbound business to business sales where I literally pounded the pavement. I would go to 100 businesses a week. The power of being able to sit on your couch while you drink a glass of wine or have a cup of coffee and DM 100 people and have someone come back and say, yes, I'd like to buy your program. When can I get on the phone with you? Please, guys, don't underestimate or take for granted the power of that opportunity. And if you're not right now leveraging that opportunity, you're missing out on millions of people that you can be helping every single day. Now, again, I want to emphasize, you do not need to use all of these strategies. You can pick 2 of them. You can pick 3 of them. It's whatever works for you. It's whatever platform you want to master. It's whatever strategy you want to focus on. The reason why I'm giving you 12 is that I want you to understand, guys, there's literally endless possibility and endless opportunity. If you don't know how to do one or any of these, we teach you everything in the Unstoppable program. I'm telling you everything. Every single Tuesday, there is a training on marketing implementation, on how to generate leads online, even how to do online advertising. Okay. So if it's at that point where you're like, I really need the hand holding and the training, that's a different conversation. We can have that conversation too. But the best advice that I can give you guys with any one of these things is you aren't going to learn it until you try it. So you might as well get started doing it and get started now. Okay? All right. We talked about Facebook messaging. We talked about Instagram messaging. Now I want to talk about client ambassadors. Okay? Many of you guys that are here in this program right now in the Live Launch Method are here because of our Unstoppable Influencers. Our Unstoppable Influencers refer people to members of our team that they then invite to the tribe and they invite to our Live Launch Workshop. I don't care if you currently have 1 client or you have 100 clients. Developing client ambassadors is one of the fastest, easiest ways to grow. We did a laptop giveaway a couple months ago in our Unstoppable program, and we literally generated $30,000 in sales before we spent a single dime. And we did it in a matter of, I think, 2 weeks. And we did that just by simply inviting our own clients to spread the word about what we were doing and how we were helping people. And so many times, guys, you're prejudging or you're assuming, I don't have enough clients for that to work for me. Or my clients don't know enough people to make a difference. Or my clients will be offended or upset if I reach out. You will be shocked and amazed. Change your mindset, change your life. Realize the possibility, you will make millions of dollars. Guys, there are an unfathomable number of people that are waiting out there to work with you. But you have to get in the mode of taking action. You have to get in the mode of valuing every singular person that gives you the honor of their attention. And when you develop that mindset and you become present with your people and you focus on building rapport one person at a time, we come back to the domino effect that we talked about yesterday, which is literally you knock down the first domino and it goes and it goes and it gains more and more power and momentum and velocity. And all of a sudden you're sitting here and you're saying to yourself, oh my gosh, my whole life just changed. I just closed in a single week the amount of income that I made the entire year last year. And that is what's possible. Change your mindset, change your life. Okay? So we talked about Facebook messaging, Instagram messaging, client ambassadors, podcast episodes. So whether you have a podcast yourself, a lot of you guys are here obviously because you listen to Unstoppable Success Radio, whether you have a podcast and you use your podcast to promote it, or whether you go as a guest on someone else's podcast, utilizing podcasting to get people into your group is one of the best ROI conversions from podcasts. When I switched from promoting opt-ins to inviting people to my Facebook group, my conversions from podcast episodes to action went through the roof. People want community. They want engagement and they want two-way interaction, which is why you need to get out there, spread the word, get on people's shows, share your message, and invite people back to your group. Okay? All right. Live streaming. Live streaming everywhere. Live stream on YouTube, live stream on Facebook, live stream on Instagram. Spend some time with your people, right? The whole methodology behind the live launch method is spending time live with people. So you better believe that if you start interacting with people live, that you're going to get people over to your group. And, I just gave you 12 things that you can do. You don't need to do 12 things. You can focus in on 2 things. It's whatever works for you. What I want you to understand, and we do use just about all of these, I will say, we do use just about all of these to fill ours. We love testing new strategies, and we love to try lots of different things, right? And Ashley said my 3-year-old asked what I was watching. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. Great. So live streaming and simple live streaming where you give a lesson and then you invite people to take action, right? Oh, Cherry. Yeah, exactly. I was on her podcast and now she's here. And video exchanges. So I guarantee that there's someone in the tribe of Unstoppables right now that you could be doing an exchange with, them coming to your community and you coming to their community. And you have an opportunity right then and there to invite a whole slew of new people into your live launch. So what I really want to emphasize about every single thing that I just shared is that these are in the moment, immediate actions that can generate immediate results. I really want to emphasize that because where I struggled so much in the past, we're going to talk about the win in just a second, where I struggled so much in the past before we developed the live launch method was that everything that you needed to do to generate leads was so complex and so distant and took so many steps that by the time you got from here to there, you couldn't really figure out, did I get an ROI? Did I not get an ROI? Did that work? Did that not work? Right? So, feel free to connect with one another and see how you want to exchange with each other here. Absolutely. So I'm going to read through them again just to give you guys the full rundown. And, if you feel like marketing implementation is a major struggle for you, you don't know how to do these things, you really need guidance and step-by-step, we do weekly trainings in the Unstoppable program in these things. So I will share that. Okay. Instagram stories, referral giveaways, the personal page, Instagram feed, YouTube teaser, email list, Facebook messaging, Instagram messaging, client ambassadors, podcast episodes, live streaming, Facebook stories, and joint video exchanges. So now do not tell me that there aren't $1 million waiting to climb into your bank account from all these strategies I just shared. Because in your heart of hearts that the truth of the matter is that it's out there. It's waiting for you. But you got to get those 16 touches in. Okay? So what I want to really emphasize here, guys, is that in a world of over automation, your superpower is human connection. Write that down in your notes, take it to the bank. It will be the thing that will help you to elevate and separate from everything else going on in your industry. Write it down. In a world of over automation, your superpower is human connection. If you remember nothing else from this week together, but you remember that and you take action on it, your whole life will change, because you will elevate, differentiate, and separate yourself from everything else going on in your industry, because you simply got it. You got what people are looking for, which is absolutely human connection. Okay? All right. I want to go back up to the top and look at getting your prospects a win. So one of the biggest differentiators of the live launch method is that we focus on leading with getting our clients a win. And what I mean by that is you're taking them through a 3-step process. The W stands for wonder and awe. Wonder and awe is like this. Holy crap, the live launch method is freaking amazing. I never knew that making $1 million from my home office could be so darn simple. Wonder and awe. So the question I have for you is, how can you create a state of wonder and awe in your market by taking something, massively simplifying it, and massively breaking it down, ripping away all of the barriers, and making it so easy and so clear that your prospects get it immediately. They now understand what was standing in their way and why it wasn't working. And now they know exactly what to do instead. Okay? Wonder and awe. Number 2, the I stands for instant breakthrough. Instant breakthrough. When you are doing a live launch with your audience and with your community, your goal is to get them an instant breakthrough. We talked yesterday about those powerful things of momentum, velocity, right? And the inertia. You want to get people in action, because once you get people in action, they will want to stay in action. If people are in action and they get a result, of course they're going to want to join your program. Of course they're going to want to stay in action. Of course they want to get that bigger vision, that bigger dream of that large scale end result that they want. That's why people move so fluidly from the live launch directly into your paid program. So wonder and awe, instant breakthrough. That's why you do the homework every night. That is why you give them specific actions to take, so that they are taking action that is a new and different behavior that gets them a superior result than what they had gotten before, and shows them how they can continue to do that into the future. Okay? And then finally, a no-brainer offer. You are going to so massively simplify the way that you present how you solve their urgent need that it becomes so blatantly obvious that you are the solution to exactly what they want and need right here, right now, that they're going to pull out their credit card on the spot and they are going to invest with you. The win model is one of the things that makes the live launch method superior and completely in a class of its own when it comes to simplifying to scale online. That's why we're so proud of what we do here with you guys in these workshops. Okay. All right. I absolutely love it. So you now understand how to get your prospects a win. What I always say is that you want to constantly be surprising and delighting people. And that is what the energy of the live launch is about. You want to serve people at such a high level. You want to invest and pour your heart into them so much. You want to be so giving. You want to be so just present with them. We talked last night about the freedom to be present, that they're blown away by you. They can't help themselves from investing with you, because they know you're the real deal. They know that you've given before you've asked to receive. And they know that you're the person that can ultimately help them arrive at their final destination. Okay? So that is the win model. That is one of the core things that we rely on in the live launch method. And again, it's what's going to make it so different as your market goes through this. I know Kate is saying this is so refreshing. We have people saying, I love how simple this is. This is what I've been waiting for. We have people saying, I'm in wonder and awe right now. I love these comments coming in. Thank you guys so much. I so appreciate that. I want to really talk about the messaging process, because one of the things that you guys can do between now and when we wrap up next Tuesday at midnight is you can and should be messaging your ideal prospects and bringing them over to your group. Okay? And so what I want to emphasize is I think that people make a lot of really critical mistakes in getting started with messaging. And the first critical mistake is that they don't do testing. When you set up your message, the way that I train my people, even Cynthia, who's on the line right now, is that I had her write 5 different messages. And I said, you take those 5 different messages and you send that message, each of those messages out to 100 people. And then you look at the responses that you got and you notate how many came back as yeses from each of those 5 messages. And then from there, you can see clearly, what is my target market responding to? What do they like? What do they dislike? What are they turned off by? What are they turned on by? The biggest crucial mistake that I see entrepreneurs make over and over again is they don't test. They try one message, and when they don't get the response that they want, they say, oh, that strategy didn't work for me. Let me move on to the next one. Guys, it doesn't work like that. 100 messages, 5 different messages. You're going to test 100 times. See what comes back with the most yeses. That's your message you're going to focus on, and then you take it from there. Okay? So how do you craft that message? It is literally the simplest thing you will ever do. So you have a headline that states exactly what it is that you're going to do. You know, hi Chinasia, my name is Kelly Roach, and I help online entrepreneurs learn how to simplify their launches with nothing more than their iPhone and a homework sheet so that they can scale their businesses online. I'm hosting a free live workshop over the next 5 days where I'm teaching A, B, and C. Wasn't sure if this was relevant for you, but wanted to extend the invitation just in case. Respond back and let me know if it's something you might be interested in. Easy, right? So all you're going to do is give them an overview of what it is. You're going to give them exactly what the 3 things that they're going to learn are going to be. And then you don't assume, but you propose that, you know, they might possibly be interested, and you invite them to take action if they are. So soft, easy, very simple and to the point. Another huge pitfall that I see over and over again in messaging is that people are sending these paragraphs. No one has time for that. No one has time for that. In fact, the second that someone sees that, they're turned off, they close out, and they will probably never open again. So if you can make your entire message, you know, this big, the simpler, the better. And all you do is space it out, right? I know we have a lot of people asking, like, how do you do these messages without getting blocked? You have to space it out, take your time, rotate between platforms. That's why I gave you so many. But again, guys, this isn't hard. We make it hard. It's very, very easy. It's very, very simple. All it is a headline, 3 short bullet points of what you're going to teach, and then you don't assume. You just basically say, I'm not sure if this is at all relevant for you, but if it piques your interest and it's something that you'd like to learn and be a part of, I would be thrilled to have you be in my group, right? So simple and easy. So what I want you guys to write here on your homework is I want you to really go to, what are the top 3 pain points that you know that your audience struggles with constantly, that you know that they would be excited to get some new and fresh perspectives on and to see a bit of a difference around? Okay, so again, your message, you want to be as short and concise as possible. Key headline, 3 pain points, don't assume, invite, encourage, soft, friendly, and casual. And that is how you are going to fill your groups quickly and easily with messaging. And again, I want to challenge you because I've had people go through this workshop, and by the time we were done, they had 300 people in their group, okay? So I want to invite you guys to challenge yourselves to get as close to your 300 as possible by the time we're done on Tuesday so that you can move into true planning and preparation. Okay? All right, you guys are doing simply amazing tonight. I want to congratulate you. I see the gazillion comments coming through. What I want you guys to know is that my team is going to be swiping through all of the videos over the course of the rest of the week, and they're going to be looking for questions from you. They're going to compile all of those questions for me, and when I come and teach on Saturday, I'm going to be answering all of your questions. So my request from each of you guys is to please continue to ask questions in the thread. My team will gather them for me. I can't keep up. There's hundreds and hundreds of comments coming through. I can't keep up while we're live. I need to focus on the content I want to convey to you. But what I am going to do is I'm going to do a separate session at the end of the week on Saturday where I run through each of those things. Oh, yes. Yes, it is an Eagles glass. I know we have people from around the country, but I was an NFL cheerleader for the Philadelphia Eagles, in case you didn't know. So I got to keep my bird spirit with me. I was at the game this Sunday. All right, let's keep moving here. You guys are doing absolutely fantastic. Okay, I want to emphasize that we still do organic launches, and we use Facebook ads and we use story ads to fill our groups, but we also use the organic methodologies that we just taught you here tonight. Now, what I want to really emphasize here, guys, is that there is power and importance behind each of these two strategies, and I want to take a moment to talk about that, okay? From a scale standpoint, the second that you can add Facebook ads or story ads into the mix with what you're doing, you can scale more quickly and you can generate really fast and tangible large-scale results. I don't advise that you start there. I advise that you start with the organic free strategies that we covered in tonight's session. Go out, take action right away, do your first 5 or 6 figure launch, and then reinvest in advertising to scale up. What I really want to emphasize, and I want you guys to hear me on this because you're not going to hear it anywhere else, and this is where the truth bombs come in. And it's not for everyone, but it's for the people that are intended to ultimately work with me. Most business coaches are going to give you a tactic to focus on. Most business coaches are going to tell you that one tactic is going to be the life changer, the silver bullet that is going to save your life and save your business. It doesn't work that way. I need you guys to do skill building in lots of different methodologies so that you have the ability to pivot, so that you have the ability to perform. If your Facebook ads account disappeared tomorrow, you need to be able to have lots of different ways that you can generate leads and connect with your audience so that no one owns you. Okay? So while we love Facebook ads and we run Facebook ads constantly, and I'm very thankful that we have the opportunity to do that, this is not about developing an overdependence on one strategy over another. And that's why I always say, do skill building first organically so that you understand the methodology so that you can do it organically, so that if you have an issue down the line, you're not backed into a corner. That is why we still rotate through and do organic launches as well, because it's very important that we continue to work on those organic strategies ourselves so that we make sure that we don't get backed into that corner. I hope this makes sense to you guys. So I know everybody's always excited to scale up, and you're going to get there, and you will get to the point where you're scaling up. But what I really want to emphasize is in the beginning, start from where you are, start small, get to your first 6-figure launch, use the free organic strategies that we covered tonight, do the skill building. The skill building is what allows you to maintain your power. The skill building is what allows you to be in control. The skill building is what allows you to never be owned by a tactic that could come or go overnight. And that is how you will build a multi-million-dollar brand and become a leader in your industry. Okay, so we talked about a lot tonight. What I'll tell you is, we do training and teaching on all of these things in the Unstoppable program. What I will tell you is that we've had people during these live launches for free fill their entire Facebook group so that they were able to go out and launch immediately upon completion. And that can happen for you as well. And what I can tell you more than anything, guys, is that there are millions of people out there right now that want and need what you have to offer. All you have to do is commit to imperfect, consistent, and strategic action. So I want to thank you guys so much for being here for session number 2. You should now have a very clear focus on where you need to go next and what you should be spending your time on for tomorrow. And I want to give you a little sneak peek on what you can expect in session number 3. Session number 3, we are really getting into the nitty-gritty of beginning to map out and plan your live launch. So we're talking about your content pillars, we're talking about the title for your event, we're talking about mapping out the calendar, we're really getting into the strategic layout of how you're going to set up and execute your launch, and I am holding nothing back. It is going to be pure gold every single step of the way, and I can't wait to be back here with you guys tomorrow night. I want to thank you all so much for your participation, for your commitment to yourself, your belief in yourself. I cannot wait to see the homework, and I'm going to ask Stephanie to go ahead now and post the book bundle winner in the comments below so that our winner can see that they'll be receiving the Unstoppable book, the Bigger Than You book, and the Just Be You. Thanks so much for attending, guys. We'll see you back here tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Have a great night.